Wah, wah. Crybaby.
Everyone, please give it up for Ibhan Kalkarni!
Give it up for a host, everyone. Oops. Oh, man. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, DJ Milton. That's all. Give it going for DJ Milton one time. That was awesome. Is your name, so your name is Milton, your government name is Milton?
My parents named me Milton.
Your parents named you Milton. And then what's your DJ name?
Also Milton.
It's also Milton. That's awesome. Keep it official, dude. Keep it government. I like that. No confusion. Did you think about another DJ name?
I had one before.
What was it?
I can't tell you.
Oh, come on! No! All right. It must have been awesome. Crazy. I wish I had a DJ name. I would have gone with Khaled. That's not taken, right? This is cool. Have you guys been to Rugelad before? Isn't this a crazy room? Before coming to the show, I made a split decision not to do mushrooms, and I walked in and I was like, oh, thank God. Whew, that was crazy. Thank you guys for coming. I've, like you said, I've got around a lot. I got to travel, which is fun. I just got back from St. Louis, Missouri. Have you guys ever been? Yeah, it's fun. I like St. Louis is my favorite thing any city can do, which is that they make the zoo free. I think that's pretty fun. That's pretty cool. Free zoo? Yeah. Yeah. I like a city that's like, if you want to see a baboon, that shit is on the house. That shit is a human right here, dude. That's what your taxpayer dollars go towards in this town. Free healthcare? Ooh, you want to see a giraffe, though? You want to see one of them? It's fun. I was walking around the St. Louis Zoo by myself. Don't be like a single guy walking around the zoo by yourself. Even the animals are like, what's wrong, brother? It's a Tuesday. Why are you here? You get that it's free. I was thinking about like if I could talk to the animals on like my Eliza Thornberry shit, like what I would say to the animals in the St. Louis Zoo. And I decided I think I would just tell them that they're in Missouri. Because right now they have no idea. They're like feeble giraffe brains, can't even understand the concept of Missouri. They think they're in a weird part of Africa. They're like white people in microbreweries. They're like, I don't understand what's happening. Fun stuff about me. I've been, I was talking to my mom recently. I love talking to my mom. My mom's awesome. My mom picked up knitting as a hobby, which is cool for her. Which is really fun. She knits a lot. Okay, for the context of this joke, you have to know that both of my parents are recovering addicts. And my mom likes to call knitting her new addiction. Which is weird. Because I was around for her old addiction. Yeah, hey girl. Hey girl, listen, I love you. You're not addicted to knitting. You just like knitting. It's different. You didn't like forget to pick me up from school in time because you were knitting. It was a different No, it's okay. I took the light bus home with the swim team. It was fun. You know what's weird? I told that joke at a show recently, and someone came up to me afterwards, and they were like, hey, Ibhan, I just want to say it was really interesting to hear about drug addiction from an Indian perspective. Excuse me? I want to be like, you guys heard that joke. I just told that joke just now in this room in front of all of you. I did not bring up being Indian once over the course of that joke at all, you know? I was just sort of Indian when I told it. That was a full... I was in like my Indian parents said I did the Indian drugs in India, you know? While I like charm a snake. How'd she know? You know? I did grow up in India though. I did grow up in India. It was fun. By the time I was growing up in India, we had a lot of stuff like culturally in common with America, so it wasn't like a crazy transition to move here or anything, you know? We had all the same children's books was a distinct thing. We had all the same like Dr. Seuss's and Roald Dahls and stuff. But a weird thing happened in India by the time I was growing up is we had two versions of all those books. We had English versions and we had Indian language versions of all those children's books, all the famous ones. Except some of the English language versions were not like regular English language versions. They were just translated from the Indian language versions into English by like some guy. Just like, you know when you put something into Google Translate and then you translate it back again and it's like a little bit different? That happened with every children's book I grew up with. Every single one. I grew up with a weird version of Green Eggs and Ham. Do you guys know Green Eggs and Ham? Yeah? Green Eggs and Ham you gotta nail the fucking language of. You know what I mean? For that book to make any sense at all in the world. You gotta hear that guy be like, I do not want green eggs and ham. I do not want them, Sam I am. I got a version of that book where the guy was just like, I do not want breakfast, sir. I do not want it in the room. I do not want it with the dog. I was like, what's happening? I don't understand. Why is this turkey green? Someone make sense of this, dude. Nah, it was crazy. I was a late immigrant. I think a lot of early immigrants, you hear them talk about, like, when they come to America, they experience all this, like, American excess. They come here and they're like, oh my God, I have all these products. So we didn't have all these products. You know, all these immigrants that came here in, like, the 80s and the 90s, they're, like, floored. I came here in 2005. We had, like, Pop-Tarts, you know, like, it was a jazz. Or I didn't know you guys had green apple. That was sort of new. We didn't do that back then, but logical next step, you know. You saw where they were coming from. The only time I got excited as an immigrant was ironically in a grocery store. Do you guys know the cereal Captain Crunch? Yeah. Do you guys remember when they put out that flavor Captain Crunch Oops Only Berries? You guys remember that one? They actually I saw that and I was like, oh. I got scared. I was like, the market cannot regulate itself, you know? I was like, who's looking after us? What's happening? There's only berries in this one? What's happening? This country's gone nuts. Dude, what's happening? My mom was like, oops, only berries. They made a mistake. Why are they confessing? And I was like, they're not confessing, they're bragging. You know, they were. All right. That was a Big Short reference. That was for my Big Short heads in the audience. Oh my goodness. I've been regressing recently. That's sort of fun. I've been regressing personally. And it's for a specific reason. It's because I brought my high school gaming console to my current apartment. So I've been playing a lot of video games that I last played in high school today. Like I've been playing a lot of NBA 2K15. Do you guys know NBA 2K15? Yeah. For those of you who don't know, it's an NBA basketball video game based in the year 2015. And it's all this summer. That's good writing by me, actually. It was succinct. And it's cool. You can play as like a virtual NBA team in the year 2015. It's really engrossing. You play a whole season. I never play against my friends. I only play against the computer. And I only play on the easiest mode. It's awesome. I'm dunking on everybody. In the year 2015, I'm going stupid out there. Go play video games in the easiest mode. I don't believe in working hard at a video game, dude. If you're working hard at a video game, get a second job. You know what I'm saying? Why are you take a time off? So you can play as a virtual NBA team in year 2015, and I do it, and again, it's easiest mode, so I'm winning championships. I'm winning virtual NBA championships. I'm playing full seasons, getting the chip at the end of it. And my favorite thing about that video game is when you win a virtual NBA championship, you do this thing that you do when you win a real NBA championship, which is you visit the White House. Isn't that pretty cool? You visit the White House, you get to meet the president. You meet the president. Year 2015, you meet Obama. You shake hands with a virtual Barack Obama in the year 2015. And you can play multiple seasons. So you go back, you win again 2016, you go back to the White House, you meet Obama again. They didn't want to guess who was going to be next, so they just programmed Obama in again, you know. And that's every year. You win again 2017, Obama again. He's at the height of his power. He doesn't age. It's insane. He's made some sort of deal with the devil. So I'm 10 years deep in this campaign, and I now exist in like a fun alternate basketball reality where Obama has sort of declared himself Emperor King of America, which has fallen into like a neoliberal hellscape. And the Knicks have won 8 out of 10 at the last NBA championships. Would you let Obama declare himself dictator if it meant the Knicks would win a championship? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. That's the decision I make every day. What else I want to talk about? I was talking about India a little bit ago. I was watching The Jungle Book with my little cousin, which was fun. The Jungle Book is cool. It's based in India. And so a lot of the characters in the Jungle Book are just named after the Indian language translation of what that animal is. So like Baloo is just Hindi for bear, Bagheera is just Hindi for panther, King Louie is just Hindi for orangutan that knows jazz for some reason. Direct translation. So My favorite name in the Jungle Book is Shere Khan, who's like the main villain of the Jungle Book, the main antagonist, and he's a tiger. And Sher does mean tiger in Hindi. But Khan is just like a Muslim last name that he tacked on for some reason. Which is weird, because then if you're watching that movie as a child in India and you understand the context, you think the writers of the Jungle Book are like in a room somewhere, and they're like, all right, we need characters. Bear, panther, Muslim tiger! Clearly Muslim tiger. I will not tell the story without the fact that this tiger is Muslim. It will not make sense. Did you guys get scared when I yelled Muslim tiger at you? Is that unexpected? I'm trying to make that land softer, but I'm having so much fun yelling Muslim tiger at audiences. I think social media is good. Hot take. I think it can be used for a lot of good stuff as well as a lot of bad stuff. I feel like people don't talk about the good stuff a lot. Like recently on Instagram, a lot of my friends were sharing Instagram stories that were like, hey, we're hearing a lot of stories that the cocaine in Brooklyn is bad right now. We're hearing that it's laced with a lot of stuff. If you're doing cocaine in Brooklyn, please be safe. Please abstain. And I was like, good. That's a good, responsible use of social media. I like that. I have one problem with it, though. I don't know if there's going to be like a similar social media campaign to let me know when it's okay to do cocaine in Brooklyn again. You know? I don't know if there's going to be people sharing stuff on their Instagrams like, the coke in Brooklyn is great right now, you know? If you're doing cocaine in Brooklyn, do it right now. All right, thank you guys. That was my time. You guys have been a great crowd.
Keep it going for your host. Keep it going for Ibhan Kalkarni, everybody. When Ibhan was like, would you trade having Obama as a dictator, emperor, king for the Knicks to win one title? I was like, fucking yes. Easily. Are we not Knicks fans? Any Knicks fans here? I know a couple. Nigga, fucking make Obama the dictator of everything. Bring the chip home one time. For the one time. I don't care. I'll deal with fucking drones, CCTV forever. I want to see the bodega cat lift that one time. The parade would be crazy. All right. Never mind.
Crybaby.